Hello everybody, it's Dr. Katka here. I want to share with you this most beautiful sunset, and while it's setting, which hopefully you can see, it's going to set in a few minutes. I would love to share with you some wisdom that I have been inspired. You know, we haven't talked much about the EMFs and the 5G on our Facebook lives or the impact, and it's one simple thing. There's quite a bit that we can do to protect ourselves, but one simple thing is just to turn our Wi-Fi off at night. It's so easy to do. I just had a patient today, you know, his whole house is on some kind of Wi-Fi, so he's going to figure out how to do that. He doesn't turn off the most important aspects of his home, but he still can turn off his Wi-Fi. You see, guys, how it's setting down? Just let you enjoy it for a minute. You know, the one thing about sunset, the sun is the only constant that we have right now in our world. Not the only one, but one of the very few. It means it always comes up, always goes down, but when it goes down, it always comes up. So for some of us, I just met, I need to share this with you. I just met this lady. I went yesterday. I usually go on this little mountain close by to watch the sunrise, and I was running a little late, so I just drove up the hill, and it was a good place to see the full moon. Actually, you know, at the day of the full moon goes down at the same time or at similar time as the sun comes up, and then opposite at night. The moon comes up and the sun goes down. So it was so profound. I'm standing there, I'm getting ready to watch the sunset, and I'll show the sunrise actually. And what happened is this lady pulls up in a car, she pulls up a chair, she sits it next to, you know, right parks by the sidewalk, sits the chair down, gets her cup of coffee, and watches the sunrise with me. And I was so pleasantly surprised to see that. And I said, how do you know to do that? How do you know to, it's called sun gazing, where we actually gather energy from the sun, which we do on a regular basis anyway. But when we actually look at the sun, there's an opportune moment to do that at sunset and at sunrise, where we are actually getting the photons, the extra photons from the sun to help us support our immune system, our endocrine system, our nervous system. And wouldn't you believe, her MD actually told her there is a NASA study on sun gazing and how beneficial it is, and she said it turned her life around, literally sun gazing. So there you go, one beautiful tidbit of information. And to finish my previous story that I started on the Wi-Fi, do whatever it takes and just turn the Wi-Fi off at night, at least when you're sleeping. It makes such a big difference. First of all, you know, you think, why would I do that? The Wi-Fi is everywhere anyway. The electromagnetic rays and the gamma rays and all those rays, they're everywhere anyway. Why would I turn it off? What we're doing, you know, there's a thing that's called the toxic load in our organism of any given point. It's the toxic load of any toxin that are out there, any pathogens. So there is something similar. There's a toxic burden, if you will, toxic load with the Wi-Fi in a way. So what we're doing is just we're decreasing that. And the other thing, the bigger picture, this may make no sense whatsoever, but just see how they resonate. If there is this general Wi-Fi everywhere, and we're downloading it into our homes, and we're downloading it onto our phone, when we turn off our Wi-Fi and when we turn our phone on airplane mode, right? So we're not accessing the Wi-Fi. We are not only decreasing the load for us, but we're actually decreasing the load for the whole world. Does that make sense? It's so profound. So if all of us turn our Wi-Fi off at night, like the whole United States, let's say, it would tremendously decrease the concentration, if you will, of the Wi-Fi. So just a little bit of a tidbit for your sunset today. I hope you were able to enjoy the whole thing. Oh my gosh, look at that! Isn't that beautiful? Oh, this is our Arizona. Wherever you are, I'll just let you enjoy it for a moment, and then I'll say goodbye. Take good care, you guys. And I'll find an article for NASA, and I'll post it underneath in a little bit so you can enjoy it. All right. Oh, sorry, that's my finger. All right, you guys. Take care. Good night. Bye.